and get started with what we're doing with today's Legacy Farming and Health meeting. Wanted to tell you guys about the get everybody caught up to speed on where we're at. With 3 weeks ago, went to the All Black National Convention, and as I was telling Dr. Ramona, last week I had a funeral. Week before I had a funeral, so that's why I had to postpone the meetings. But we're here now, and at the All Black National Convention, we were blessed by Dr. Boyce Watkins and his group. They gave us a table and a booth, so we promoted as many people as sent in stuff with their information about their business. We had a couple people that were there that gave us information to share, and we shared our stuff about our business there also, which is where my hat comes from, Legacy Taste of the Garden. Although you guys can't read it, it's a little bit small, but we promoted that and had a very great response from it. So one of the things that I was wanting to talk to everybody about, and this is part of what I want to get with everybody on as far as the year coming up, is one, determining what we want to get done for next year. And I think that we need to concentrate on markets and getting our stuff out there, getting sales out there. We need to put everything in play that we got. So we have somebody who knows how to make T-shirts out of hemp. We got 2 or 3 chemists that know how to make the CBD oil. And we got people who now, everybody I guess now can just about grow hemp, depending on how things turn out. And we got other products. So my thing is that we have to really broaden our concept about how are we going to go about setting up our markets and stuff like that. There are a lot of things that are going on that I think that will help us out in determining how to set it up. I think that although we may be in one market, such as myself, I'm into fresh produce and things of that nature. But by utilizing and creating a streamline for everybody's products and stuff that are legal to sell in your particular area, we don't want situations to happen that are illegal. So if it's legal and it's something that we're able to do, we're going to do it. But for all the stuff that's legal, I think that it will help us out in creating markets for us to be able to get stuff out there and create. There are which leads me to the next thing, which is the National Black Farmers Association. They have a conference that's coming up November 1st and 2nd, and that is in Shreveport, Louisiana. And that is the National Black Farmers Association conference. They're on Facebook. They are also that you can go to their website, National Black Farmers Association. And so we're going to go there, team up with them to try to get more people in, because we're moving on setting up markets across the nation. So with that also being said, we are needing to get everybody's information who hasn't given it, which I think we got those who are on here right now. But for those who will be listening to this later, we need to send your information to Jetty. You want to give your email address, or you want me to give mine, or how would you want to do that? We can't hear you. You're on mute.
Right, forgive me. Haven in the Valley, HAVENINTHE VALLEY, Haven in the Valley at gmail.com.
haveninthevalley@gmail.com. Okay. So for everybody, we need that information to be sent there, haveninthevalley@gmail.com, so that we can get you on our list and we can begin to market what you do. We need your name. We need what your business is about and contact information so that we can begin to put this in so we can start networking and working together. Also, there are grants that are coming out right now through the USDA that are for the farming back to school grants and a lot of other grants that are coming out. And so for what we're trying to do, I mean, there's so many different areas in farming back to school where you can show where for the medicinal areas for Dr. Ramona, if you can show them in the educational piece how certain vegetables and plants help to cure certain things, that is a very good way that people need to understand and know this. And there are grants out there, grants for feasibility studies, grants for to get things started and to implement, and there's also grants that will pay you to work with one another. So and to set up markets and things of that nature. So there's a lot of money that's out there just for that. That's why I'm saying we need to really broaden our scope and our understanding as to what we're doing. That doesn't stop you from doing what you're doing or what particular area you're doing. But if we can, start getting money to come in from other areas to help supplement what we're doing, then that makes what we're doing a lot easier. So there's training possibilities in that. Jetty, you can get in and start with schools and show them how to farm and stuff like that, how to cultivate. They give away money for this. They're seeing that this is a great emphasis right now through the USDA, that they're looking at, hey, we need to get the youth back engaged into farm.
I want to look at that. Andromeda's teaching over there, third, fourth graders, and they have a garden over there that she operates. So I want to look at that. That's interesting. I would be interested in doing that. Yeah.
Yeah. I've been approached here through some government officials and everything. So we've been doing that. That's why I'm on this fast track of trying to put all this stuff together as far as putting it together to put these grants together, also to go to this conference that's coming up, and even city officials around here that are looking for us to work with them. So the thing is that they're emphasizing it so much that in a little small area such as what I'm in right now, this is a big push. I mean, when you get the lieutenant governor from the state to come down that says, hey, we want to work with you, I've just been making a little bit of stink. I ain't even made no noise yet. and so they're searching us out. So this is what they're wanting, and there's especially looking for diversity in farming. So they're looking for us. So Dr. Ramona, they're looking for you. Jetty, they're looking for you. They're looking for me. They're looking for those of us that are in our area. They're looking for those who can teach how to cook the food. They're looking for those who can teach how, like I said, on the educational or the medicinal values of the food, to train how to grow the food. There's so many different areas that you can look at, and in their programs, if you go and look at them, it will explain those who've been awarded with the grants in the past, so you can look at what they have, and they have training sessions that goes on that will help to train you how to apply for these grants and stuff. And I think we have up until the first week or so of December in order to get some of these grants and stuff in. So, and it may vary by state. I can't remember exactly if it's something that's on the federal. Well, I know it's federal, but I think it depends on your state when your due date is. I believe for us it's like December the 4th or something to that effect. So, but they have training sessions that are going on that you can get in with the USDA, and if you missed the training sessions, they were online. You can go to their sites and you can be able to download those training sessions and be able to watch them. But they are putting a great emphasis on working with diversity in farming because they're losing. I mean, with the Hispanic, I think Hispanic and blacks, or as they call it, black and brown people, I think we equate to about 3, maybe max 3.5% of farmers. Black farmers are under 1%, and I think Hispanic farmers or brown farmers, or however they want to classify them, is roughly around 2, maybe 2.5%. But the thing is that we're all declining, and so they have to do something in our areas, and every place is becoming a what they consider to be a food desert. So we need to work with our people on that, and the government is willing to work with us, and they're giving out grants anywhere from 20 to 50,000 in each area. Some of them up to, I think, 100,000. So you can easily, if you got everything set up right, get awarded anywhere from $20,000 to $200,000 to put this program on, and you can put it on for several years. So to have income coming in like that to help offset some of your costs and things of that nature, that's always a plus, at least in my book. So, and then that doesn't include what you're doing on your side projects and stuff like that. So, does anybody have any questions about that or comments?
Yeah, do we have a website for that? I'm still trying to open up my Word. I just had to reformat my computer, so
okay. Hold on, let me ask my wonderful bride. What is the website for the USDA with their farm to school? Just type that into Google, farm to school. Okay. She said just type in farm to school into Google, and it'll pull up that way.
Thank you.
Okay, thank you. Yeah, I guess so.
Yeah, so you should get something from USDA. You might get something from your local, from what state you're in, and those are ways to create money. You know, if we're into farming, you know, it doesn't matter if you're like me, if you're the type that's do traditional and you scratch the dirt, or if you're the one who's doing with the hydroponics, if you're doing with the buckets, however it is that you're doing, all these different mechanisms, all these different methods of farming need to be taught, and they're willing to allow people to come in and teach them. So,
are there any grants for the international type programs, like teaching people in other countries how to farm, stuff like that?
I'm sure that there are. I'm not sure that it would go through the USDA.
Farm to school, though. I'll look at it. Farm to school.
Yeah. And also, as we had, what was his name? John Glover, who we met at the All Black National Convention last year. He lets us know that you can go into the USDA, and you can look under grants and look under, what did he call it? He called it underprivileged. So don't look under minority grants. Don't look under Black grants, African American or Hispanic grants or anything like that. Look under underserved, underprivileged.
Got that, because I can't type it yet. Get this, Ramona?
I'm recording it. So I will definitely send a. I would definitely send that back out. So just look under underserved and underprivileged grants in the USDA, and there is a whole list of grants that will come up for us. So it doesn't matter what you are. You can be a for-profit, non-for-profit. It has a whole page of listings of different types. I would say probably anywhere from 20 to 25 different types. And then under each one of those different types, it has several grants that go under that. So, it could easily be in the hundreds or so the different number of grants that are out there that they have for us. And so another thing that I want to push and emphasize is for any of our youth that we may know that might consider to be doing this or are looking at going into college next year. Now is the time to put in for the 1890 program, scholarship program that they have for the HBCUs. So be sure to share that with everybody. And with that, I was hoping that our guests would be on today, but they aren't here. But that's basically the wrap up that I have for today. I'm also looking at setting up nominations for officers for 2019. I want us to come up with goals within the next 2 months, and also perhaps set up officers so that we can get this off the ground and get this to running the way that it needs to go. Okay. So once again, we'll you can either contact us through Facebook, or you can contact Jetty at his web address. What's that again, Jetty? Haven in the Valley.com.
HAVEN, V as in Victoria, ENHEVALLEY. Haven in the Valley at gmail.com.
Haven in the Valley at gmail.com. Okay. So anybody got anything that they would like to share, or any questions or information?
I'm just glad this is a short meeting because I can't type anything. I'm surprised I'm on with you. My computer's not working, so I don't know. But I'm working on it. I'll get it.
We're good. Like I said, we'll make a copy of this, and then I'll send out a copy of what we got. But we're going to move forward with whoever's here. We're going to push forward. We will get this done. This is for those who may not understand and may not know. I know that the three of us have been here the whole time, for the most part, and so if nobody else is going to stick in here, I know that we will, and I know that we're going to get this done because too much stuff is happening, and by the time this stuff kicks off and everybody want to get in, it's going to be a little bit too late. I mean, not that it's going to be too late, but they won't be in on the front end of it. So they'll have to fall in where they can get in.
Well, I'm here. 80-11, underdogs on top.
That's right. Underdog. So, Dr. Ramona, you got anything that you would like to share?
Yes, I wanted to share with Jerry that the website is almost done.
Good.
It's pretty much done with the website. Thank you very much for all your motivation and.
No, you two are excellent at what you do, and you work together. So that's good. I'm glad you're getting it. Can I go see it?
Let's go ahead and advertise your business there, so it'll be easier as put a link.
Well, I will. I appreciate your offer. I will, and I'll do the same for you once we get mine up and running within the next 5 or 6 years.
Oh, we're gonna get it done sooner than that. We're gonna set a deadline, and then another deadline.
So that will be compatible.
Yeah, if it's anything like my website, I've said about 4 or 5 of them. And each time I look at it, and it's like, nope, this ain't right. I gotta go back.
You're right. Okay, thank you very much, both of you. You inspire me, so I'm gonna continue what I was doing. I'm trying to get ready for this next season indoors because the collective must go on. 2019, they're gonna outlaw collectives here in California, so you can't have a collective, or at least you can't grow as you would now. I don't know how they're gonna do this because I'm not stopping mine. My people need their.
What's a collective?
Well, for medicinal cannabis, you have a collective of people come together. They pool their resources. 1 or 2 or 3 or however many people that are competent enough to grow will grow the medicine, and then they'll equitably distribute it out and recoup their cost. No profit, but hey, you get your medicine and you get quality organic medicine.
Okay.
Reasonable price, yeah.
Yeah, so I think it's more now have to do with, and this is just my thought, as with all medicine, they want to control what you get.
Exactly.
And they want to know, they want to make sure that whatever you're getting through them more or less.
Exactly.
And
yes.
You know, because we all know that marijuana has been around since the beginning of time. And, you know, these different strains and stuff that they're getting, they want to be able to control all that. So it's going to be like tobacco was.
They can control. See, we as growers have to be able to copyright or at least trademark our products. That means the seeds that we cultivate. Because I've got a whole new strain, you know, working on another one. So I'm not gonna let somebody steal my strain. And they say they got a DNA test on those plants now where they can track it based upon the DNA. They can know where this herb came from based upon if it's in their data bank, based upon the DNA profile. That's very interesting. But mine is mine, and I'm not gonna let anybody get mine. You know, these people steal everything. They'll steal your soul if you let them.
They definitely try to.
Yes, sir.
What they wanna do is they wanna do the same thing that they do with all the natural medicine. They change it. They change the genes, and then they can patent it.
Right.
They create some strain, you know, and then they can patent it. And then if you have to pay them rights. I mean, like all the seeds. So what you need to do is to make sure that your crops don't get contaminated with the GMO stuff.
Don't worry about that. That's why they're inside, except for when I don't have it. You're right. I don't have anything around me that I know of. If it is, it's some private person. But you're right. You're exactly right.
Yeah. And let me tell you what goes on around here from what I've talked to with the other farmers. You know, you can have a certain seed that you're growing, and certain companies will go up there and have their seed growing. And when pollination comes, their seeds pollinate with yours, and then they can come in and try to claim that you have their plant that you haven't paid for because of the cross-pollination.
That's Monsanto. Mm-hmm.
Yes.
I didn't want to say any names, but since it's said.
Sue me.
Yeah.
Monsanto. Yeah.
Monsanto.
So I don't think that they won't try to do that with your seeds also.
That's right. Thank you.
Your plants. So be careful with
that. That's one reason why they're legalizing it now, because they're about to make a breakthrough with a genetically modified one.
Yeah.
So they're gonna, and as soon as that comes out, that's gonna be legal.
Right.
It's gonna be totally legal.
Mm-hmm.
And that's what they are waiting for.
I follow no unjust laws. And Ramona, don't vote for Trump again.
Okay.
You ain't gonna come out like that, are
Buddy.
So,
you know I'm playing with you, doctor.
So I guess there are some components of the cannabis that are legal to sell, that the CBD, maybe whoever extracts those products, I can sell them in my Tierra Vita.
Yeah.
It's possible, but not in Arizona unless you're.
Oh, that's true. They've said that, right?
Definitely not in California yet because they've got some problem they're going through now. They had said, yeah, hemp was okay, but they're working on, they have some quagmire that they're dealing with. So till they say it's okay, they can't even grow hemp out here at this point.
Okay, yeah, not yet.
Farmers ain't going for that. No, they aren't going to go for that. I'm excited. A lot of good stuff going on.
Yeah, there's a lot of good stuff going on. So, yeah, I like I said, I wish that Spencer and Conroy and Ina was here, because they have very interesting things that concepts that they were talking about, wanting to share with us today. Unfortunately,
I'm both excited about that. We're looking to we almost already got our tickets planned for Jamaica.
Yeah, well, that's what I was wanting to talk with Conroy about, to find out exactly what was said. I talked to Spencer, and he said that the conference went very well. And they were, like I said, supposed to come on tonight to be our guest and give us some updates on everything. I don't know if they forgot or what the situation was, but you know, as they say, the show must go on. They can come on next time.
Okay.
And we'll go from there. I was looking for Ina Jones. She had hit me up on Facebook, on our website for our business, and she was looking at doing some stuff in the Chicago area. And so I was wanting to get with her, have her to contact with us in our group, but we'll have to reschedule that also.
All right, that's fine. Most important people are here. Thank you very much for showing up.
Oh, well, thank y'all for showing up. You know, like I said, I just asked for, and thank you guys for being patient. Like I said, I definitely didn't plan either of the deaths that took place the past couple of weeks that it caused me to be absent. So I appreciate you guys still hanging in there. And once I get this up, hopefully to get everybody back on schedule again. Trying to think. I think that we'll probably have a meeting next week. That's what I'm going to set up for, is another meeting next week. The following week, I will be heading out to that conference. So because it's on Friday and Saturday in Shreveport. So I believe that we are leaving out on Thursday. My wife was here. I'd asked her exactly what time. She's my secretary, keeps all my times and stuff together for me. I just know when to have my stuff packed.
That's right. That's the first and the second, right, of this coming month, November.
Yeah, it's that Friday and Saturday. So I think it's the second and third.
Okay, second and
third. But we're leaving out that Thursday. We'll get there Thursday evening. I'm not exactly what time we're leaving out. So I don't want to try to set a meeting and then have to cancel it. So I'll rather try to reset up again next week with Spencer and
Ina. Right, yeah.
And see if we can get Ina to join us then also. Okay. So, all right. Well, if everything else is said and done, and our hearts and minds are clear.
Yeah.
There wasn't a lot of rain here, so we're okay in Arizona.
Well, that's good. Arizona, yeah. You guys have some rough floods when it does rain. I'm glad you didn't get all that rain.
Yeah. I was busy one day getting the water to make sure that it wouldn't come inside. Mm-hmm. I was busy with the kiddie pool and buckets and getting it out and digging trenches. Wow. Only one day, luckily.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So, all right. Well, hey, I look forward to seeing you guys next week. I will go ahead and post this. We'll get ready for next week and have a meeting again then. And I look forward to seeing you guys then.
You too. Peace.
All right.
See you next week.
Okay.
Short meeting today.